On Osrc News at 7. Ondo State government targets food sufficiency with 12,000 broiler production. Government reaffirms commitment to qualitative healthcare system in Nigeria. Federal government promises end to frequent power grid collapse. And from the foreign scene, Benin Republic amends constitution, extends presidential term to 7 years.
Good evening and welcome to the news. I am Obi Chukwemeka Oti. We begin from the home front. The Ondo State government has taken another bold step in agricultural development with the arrival of 12,000 broiler birds. The project, driven by the Ondo State Agribusiness Empowerment Center, Osrc, is part of efforts to empower 50,000 youths in broiler production, boost food sufficiency, and position Ondo State as Nigeria's leading chicken producer. Our correspondent, Abidemi Akinrotoye, reports.
Poultry farming, especially broiler production, remains one of the most profitable agribusiness ventures in Nigeria, given the increasing demands for eggs and poultry meats as major sources of animal protein. Leveraging this opportunity, the Ondo State government recently launched the Adiye Irorun initiative, through which farmers have been trained in modern broiler production techniques. Under Osrc, in a major milestone for the program, 12,000 day-old chicks have arrived in Ishuada, in our local government area of Ondo State, marking the official takeoff of the initiative. The birds, along with their feeds, have been provided for beneficiaries who will undergo an intensive 6 weeks practical training. The Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Agric and Agribusiness, Rotimi Akinshola, noted that the program is designed to enhance food sufficiency and expand employment opportunities for youth across the state.
We need to actually excuse ourselves away from here, so we'll do a short interview so we can move out. So it's from here that the directors and team will put up the structures between the farmers and the young farmers who are learning from the experienced farmers. So from our cages here, they will be divided up, and the farmers will take positions with the students. We expect to run it for 6 to 8 weeks, and 6 earlier comes out, and those students supposed to have been graduates in one term for them to be able to actually hold their own strength in the next cycle. So this is going to repeat itself in its 3 senatorial districts, and we hope by then we should be able to generate enough poultry farmers in the states after running this course for at least 1 or 2 years.
He emphasized that the empowerment scheme targets proactive young people's creativity into profitable poultry ventures while taking advantage of market opportunities available within the state.
It's a process. So if lead farmers, which we're using now, the experienced farmers, once they do the first set of training, those ones they've trained also take over the leadership affairs. They now continue in that step. It goes on that way. We maintain, because His Excellency said the money must come back. So the money must come back. So that's the first thing, is business first. So that's what I'm saying. If you're working this, you're lucky to be part of this program. The money you're making, you're supposed to be saving. Once you save, you can now buy your own day chicks and we can help you to subsidize things to make you go.
The Director of Livestock Production at Osrc, Mr. James Akimbowa, also commended Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa for the initiative, describing it as a key to sustainable agribusiness development in the state.
Somebody will supply and offtake. So before we start production, we've already gotten the market. So it's a very wonderful program. And one good thing about this project is that a lot of youths will be trained.
The project, covering all 3 senatorial districts, will feature continuous 6-week training cycles aimed at empowering thousands of youth and increase local chicken production in Ondo State. Abidemi Akinrotoye, Osrc News.
To politics now, a lawmaker representing Akoko Southwest Constituency 2, Tokwe Agbulu, has defected to the All Progressives Congress APC alongside his supporters. Deputy Governor Dr. Olaide Adelami, who represented Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, led party stalwarts including political appointees and ESCO members from the Northern Senatorial District to welcome the DCMPs in Akungba Akoko. Government House correspondent Zimo Ibeme reports is presented by Tolulokwe Oyebode.
The community of Akungba Akoko witnessed a significant political gathering as Tokwe Agbulu, along with his supporters, officially joined the All Progressives Congress (APC) in a ceremony that further underscored the party's growing influence in the Northern Senatorial District. The atmosphere brimmed with excitement as chants, solidarity songs, and colorful displays echoed through the venue, reflecting the enthusiasm of supporters and stakeholders. In his remarks, Deputy Governor Olaide Adelami described Agbulu's defection as a strong testament to the increasing public confidence in the APC-led administration.
We are not taking him for granted because we still have some remnants of PDP. Those who are to make up mind on or not. And other Egbe APC Lonowa. And our baba wa, the royal fathers, wọ́n dẹ̀ tì lẹ́yìn. Wọ́n ní pé ibi tó bá ń lọ làwọn náà máa lọ. Ó ṣó pé ìgbà tó wà ní the other side, ó ṣe dáadáa, ó tún rẹ̀ bí, ó dẹ̀ represent àwọn èèyàn dáadáa.
He assured the new entrants that the party operates an open-door policy where both old and new members enjoy equal opportunities to contribute and benefit.
It's unprecedented in Ondo State, and because of this, he has provided the right leadership, and that's why he has decided to follow the train, because APC is a moving train. If you get to your bus stop, you have to catch it in time. If you don't catch it, it will leave you behind. So I want to congratulate you today for joining the big family.
Former federal lawmaker Ade Adeogun and chairman of Akoko Southwest Local Government, Ayo Ajana, also praised Agbulu's decision, describing it as a strategic move aligned with the political realities of the state.
So pé ó wá padà sí APC lédi ò jọ wá lójú kò surprise wa a mọ̀ pé ó kàn ní lọ ni ó gbọ́dọ̀ padà wá sílé yìí and àti ọwọ́ àtẹsẹ̀ la fi gbà sínú ilé wa.
This is a mayor of our immense interest in this community because of his pivotal status and the deep love for Honorable Tokwe Agbulu. No wonder our honorable member never deterred to follow a leader whose love is immeasurable by switching his political affiliation.
Receiving the party symbol from the representative of the Ondo State APC chairman, Tokwe Agbulu, pledged total loyalty to the party. He reaffirmed his readiness to contribute to the growth of the ruling party, stating that his defection was motivated by a desire to align with the developmental strides of the current administration. Tolulokwe Oyebode, Osrc News.
Still on politics, the people of Ondo West have once again reaffirmed their unwavering support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as they trooped out in large numbers for the Tinubu Datiwa 2027 rally held in Ondo town. The event, organized under the leadership of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, became a massive show of solidarity for President Tinubu's renewed mandate, with residents declaring their confidence in his leadership and vision for Nigeria. Osrc's correspondent Abidemi Akinrotoye reports.
APC leaders and members in Ondo West unite for a massive solidarity rally backing President Bola Tinubu with the Tinubu Datiwa movement. The Ondo for Tinubu walk took off from Akure Garage as a sea of supporters marched through major streets, chanting Tinubu's messages and displaying banners, reaffirming their loyalty to the president. The vibrant procession highlighted the deep-rooted support President Bola Tinubu enjoys in Ondo West, with residents expressing optimism that his policy will continue to drive Nigeria's economic recovery and development. Leading the walk, the State Commissioner for Infrastructure, Abiola Olawoye, described the rally as a strong demonstration of Ondo State's trust in President Tinubu's leadership direction and national reforms. Executive Chairman of the State Information Technology Agency, SITA, Tomide Akinribido, said the massive turnout reflects the people's belief in President Tinubu's capacity to reposition Nigeria for growth and stability. Other APC leaders praised the president's ongoing national development efforts, saying Ondo State remains firmly aligned with its administration and will continue to mobilize widespread support ahead of the 2027 elections.
What we are doing here today is to tell the people outside
The event climaxed at the new Tinubu Datiwa Secretariat, where leaders urged supporters to sustain the momentum, strengthen grassroots structures, and continue championing the president's vision for a prosperous Nigeria. They emphasized that the Tinubu Datiwa movement in Ondo State is gathering formidable strength, energizing the party base, and amplifying support for President Tinubu as the nation heads towards 2027. Abidemi Akinrotoye, Osrc News.
Still to come, government reaffirms commitment to qualitative healthcare system in Nigeria. Please stay with us.
Calm down now. Now the babe they look, we don't me they look am. I don't feel they close eyes they waka now. What did they do you? Talk to Kola. But she don't believe that she be my only babe.
Hello, BC. Ha. She don't cut follow.
No, please look now. What's happen now? Now what she they do? She go say make I no follow babe. Talk, make I no look babe. Impossible. Bro, calm down now. Don't mind them. I go call you for phone. No be bro. Hello. Make I no lie you that babe said. She fine. I even call her number. We even come up, but we don't do anything, we just dance.
Bros, what's with that?
Free on Glow Talk Master. Talk for 6 minutes and get 6 minutes free. Plus 15 megabytes of data. Free. Dial *606#. New customers also enjoy a welcome bonus.
All bets on sports.
What is bet?
Huge winnings.
What is bet?
High odds.
What is bet?
Fast pay.
What is bet? What is bet?
Bookmaker Company.
On Osrc News at 7.
You're welcome back. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at OSRC TV. And on YouTube, you can subscribe to our channel, OSRC TV Ondo. The Federal University of Technology, Akure, has officially confirmed the bachelor's degree on 2,477 graduates of the institution for 2024-2025 academic session. Addressing the gathering at the school's 36th convocation ceremony, Vice-Chancellor Professor Adenike Oladiji attributed the success story to its uninterrupted academic calendar, made possible by industrial harmony among management, staff, and students. Omoriola Ugbenji reports that the best graduating student, Aduragbemi Akindumbi, from the Department of Civil Engineering, finished with a cumulative grade point average of 4.98 out of 5.00, the highest ever in the history of the institution.
The event hall at Fulta was filled to the brim with students and dignitaries who gathered to witness the institution's 36th convocation ceremony. Vice-Chancellor Professor Adenike Oladiji congratulated the graduates on their successful academic journey, saying the institution achieved tremendous benefits nationally and internationally during their time. She noted that the institution had invested greatly in nurturing them and charged the graduates to be more creative and innovative in order to fit into the labor market.
Our dear University Futa has received numerous accolades locally and internationally as a result of the exploits of our graduates, and it is my fervent hope that in no distant time your name will be on the rolls of worthy alumni, making the university proud. The Tinubu-led administration has been rolling out reforms that are capable of transforming our nation from the monolithic, oil-dependent economy to a diversified one that will be a major player in the global economy.
Reacting, the best graduating students, Aduragbemi Akindumbi, alongside others, attributed their success to God and to the supportive academic system of the institution.
Let us all remember that the future is not just there in waiting. It is being shaped by the choices we make every day. Therefore, let us go forth and create with purpose.
I'm very proud and happy to be part of the student graduating today. Looking forward to the next stage of life in my profession and going to greater heights.
Really happy and relieved, by the way. I am relieved, yeah. I'm really happy because finally, after many years, I am graduating. And I feel hopeful, yeah, very hopeful for the future.
It has been nice, great, and there are some times that you have difficulties, which is normal, but God did it, and I'm very thankful.
Earlier in his convocation lecture titled Strategies and Tactics for Solving Skills Challenges in Nigeria, the Roles of Government, Institutions, and the Youth, guest speaker and former Minister of Defense Adetokunbo Kayode blamed the high rate of unemployment in the country on a deficit in skills acquisition.
Most of these negative statistics is the result of skills gap. The result of lack of skills and skills mismatch is unemployability. Skills development, therefore, as a solution to unemployment, will be the most critical issue of interest for the Nigerian youth today. But this is not, of course, only a Nigerian problem, it's a universal problem. Heavily populated countries like India and China have the same problem. But they are making progress and have successfully scaled up their young population to tackle unemployability and unemployment.
Out of the 2,477 graduates, 240 bagged first-class honors, 1,479 made second-class upper, 92 graduated with second-class lower, while 116 finished in the third-class category. Omoriola Ugbenji, OSRC News.
The age-long belief that women tend to live longer than men while continues to stir conversations in society. While statistics around the world show that women generally outlive their male counterparts, the reasons behind the difference remains topic of debate among health experts and the public alike. Omorola Ugbenji again sampled opinions of residents in Akure, the Ondo State capital, on the issue. Her report.
According to global and regional statistics, women live about 4.5 years longer than men worldwide. In the United States, for instance, the average American woman lives to age 81, while the average American man lives to about 76. An illustration from the PRB 2001 World Population Data Sheet titled Gender Differences in Life Expectancy shows that women outlive men in almost every society. Only a few countries in Asia and Southern Africa record the reverse trend. Many people attribute the gap to the heavy responsibilities men shoulder within families and society traditionally seen as providers and protectors.
From homes, men takes 100% responsibility at homes, like feeding, clothing, housing, educating children, and so on and so forth. Women feel relaxed all the time, expecting the men to come back home with money. So for this stress, women and men used to die earlier than women.
Most men, once you are responsible, we believe you are the breadwinner. We believe you should be the breadwinner. While the wife will play a supportive role. Look at the kind of job you do. At times you leave your home by 5 a.m. The women at times, except for cooking, they may still be on bed. Look at the hazard. The tendency is always there that the man will die for the woman.
Others point to health-seeking behavior as a major factor. Women are generally more proactive about their health, while men often downplay symptoms until conditions worsen.
Well, men are more careful. Women are not careful. They take good care of their health. I can't say all women. We equally have men that do take care of themselves, go for regular medical checkups and all of that. But for the women folk, they are more, they see that as something they have to do because they see themselves as very, very important in the home and that nothing has happened to them. So women tend to take their health seriously than the men.
Most men will not take good care of themselves, except for the fact that maybe you work in a medical line. If not, some are very, very careless. But for you women, you want to understand, if you don't go for treatment, definitely, if you are during the period of childbirth, you go for antenatal and all the likes. At that period, you'll be tested, you'll be taken care of. But for us men, most of us, we are very, very careless.
Lifestyle choices, according to observers, also negatively impact life expectancy through engagements in habits such as excessive alcohol consumption, smoking, and womanizing.
Our men, they engage in a lot of risky behaviors, which women don't actually do. Men see so many men taking alcohol, smoking, and all of that, which women tend not to really do. So that actually affects their health. Then we equally see women engaging in having stronger social networks where they mix with other people for their own physical and mental health, psychological health. So we see women doing all of these things, or like the men who are generally careful in most of these things.
From a medical point of view, Dr. Olu Aladesuru offered a scientific perspective, emphasizing the role of hormones and stress management.
There are hormones in the men's body or man's body, if I might say that make man to face difficult situations that women do not face. And how this affects age, stress management differs. I will tell you from experience that there are some men or couples in which the woman is the strong one of the marriage.
As society continues to evolve, experts stress the importance of health awareness among men, encouraging regular checkups, balanced lifestyles, and better stress management. Bridging the life expectancy gap, they say, begins with a cultural shift in how men view their health and responsibilities. Omoniola Mbeji, Osrc News.
Still talking health, the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pate, says patient satisfaction with healthcare facilities and primary healthcare services is at 74%. Pate, who said this at the 2025 Joint Annual Review of the Health Sector, noted that confidence in the overall direction of the health system has risen to 55%. The Joint Annual Review is one of Nigeria's most important accountability platforms for the health sector, convening stakeholders to review progress, assess performance, and align priorities for the year ahead. Last year, the ministry launched the country's first ever State of Health report, providing a comprehensive analysis of the nation's healthcare system and outlining a clear way forward for the sector. The minister stated that citizens' perception surveys conducted in 2023, 2024, and 2025 show encouraging results. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, says the federal government is working hard to end frequent grid collapses and achieve reliability and stability in the power sector. Adelabu stated this in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State at the Nigerian Independent System Operator NISO Management Maiden Retreat 2025. The minister noted that President Bola Tinubu's government hit the ground running, taking steps to ensure grid stability and cut power outages across the nation. Nigeria has experienced frequent grid collapses caused by a combination of factors, including aging and poorly managed infrastructure, lack of funding, and vandalism. Moving on to the foreign scene, lawmakers in Benin Republic have approved a constitutional amendment extending the presidential term of office from 5 to 7 years and creating an upper house of parliament. The limit on the number of presidential terms remains set at 2 in the West African nation. The amendment was adopted by a large majority of members of the parliament with 90 votes in favor and 19 against. The Senate will be composed of at least 25 parliamentarians, some appointed by the head of state and other ex officio, such as former presidents. The current head of state, Patrice Talon, will step down next April after a decade in power. And that's it on the news tonight. To end the news, here again are the highlights. We told you that over 50,000 youths are to benefit from Adie Roro initiative with the aim to boost broiler production and position Ondo as Nigeria's leading chicken producer. We also told you that the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pate, has announced encouraging results from citizens' perception surveys indicating growing satisfaction in Nigeria's healthcare system. Federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to achieving reliability and stability in Nigeria's power sector, specifically targeting an end to frequent grid collapses. And from the foreign scene, you heard that Benin Republic's lawmakers have approved a constitutional amendment extending the presidential term of office from 5 to 7 years. And that's the news. Thank you so very much for being a part of it. Good evening.